Dear students, in today's lecture we will discuss polymorphism in Obelia. Polymorphism means one organism appears more than one form. As in case of Obelia, 3 forms: Polyp, Hydranth, second one is Blastostyle, and third is Medusae. This Obelia colony, it is a trimorphic. It produces 3 types of zooids which are different in structure, and all these zooids perform different functions. Dear students, ये जितने भी हमने नोट्स बनाए उनकी PDF फाइल, वीडियो लेक्चर उसके डिस्क्रिप्शन में अपलोड कर दी है। सभी बच्चे अपने नोट्स डाउनलोड कर लें। In our first lecture, we have discussed first zooid of Obelia colony, that is polyp, that is hydranth. And in this lecture, we will cover 2 more types, Blastostyle and Medusae. The second type, the second zooid, the Blastostyle. It is also named Gonozooid, and it undergoes reproduction. That's why it is named Gonozooid. It is Blastozooid. Blastozooid, as it gives rise Medusae buds, and these Medusae buds develop by external budding. This Blastostyle, from this diagram it is very clear. It is an elongated club-shaped structure, and this Blastostyle possesses external buds. These are Medusae buds, and mature Medusae are released in the seawater. Through this aperture, it is gonopore. This entire structure, this Blastostyle, is well covered by a sheath, and this cortex, dear students, it is Gonotheca. This Gonotheca, outer coat, the sheath, this is an extension of this perisarc. It is an exoskeleton. Means exoskeleton in case of Obelia. It produces a club-shaped extension which covers this Blastostyle, and it produces Gonotheca, outer coat, which opens by gonopore. Through this gonopore, the mature Medusae, these mature Medusae are released in seawater. Note down, very, very, very important for BSc students. The question is gonangium. This gonopore, this outer coat Gonotheca, and dear students, this Blastostyle. This club-shaped structure Blastostyle, which is budding zooid. All these gonopore, Gonotheca, and this Blastostyle collectively constitute gonangium. Very important for BSc students. Final exam topic. Histology. Histology of this Blastostyle. The body wall. And this histology body wall shows the outer sheath. This one is perisarc. This is an exoskeleton sheath. And this body wall, it is cynosarc. Outer sheath, that is perisarc. And this inner lining is cynosarc. This cynosarc having 3 layers. Outer layer is cellular, it is epidermis. And inner layer is also cellular, it is gastrodermis. Between this epidermis and gastrodermis, a lining is there, which is non-cellular, it is mesoglea. Epidermis, cellular, gastrodermis also cellular, and between these epidermis and gastrodermis, a non-cellular lining, it is mesoglea. Because the animal is diploblastic, this entire body is derived from 2 germ layers, ectoderm and endoderm. This histology of this Blastostyle, it is quite similar to that of polyp, which we have already discussed. Means histology of this Blastostyle is similar to that of polyp hydranth. except, note down this point, except in the epidermis of this blastostyle, no stinging cells, no nematoblast. Dear students, as polyp involves in protection, in defense of the colony, and this blastostyle no role in defense. The stinging cells are absent, as well as in the histology, in the epidermis of blastostyle, no sensory cells. Third type is, first we have discussed polyp, second type blastostyle, this club-shaped structure on which these medusa buds are developed, which develop by external budding, and the mature medusa are released through this gonopore in seawater. This gonopore, this outer coat gonotheca, which is an extension of this perisarc, and this blastostyle collectively constitute gonanth gonangium. And dear students, third type, third zooid, that is medusa. It is also named gonophore. The medusa is gonophore. This one is gonozooid because blastostyle undergoes reproduction and it reproduces by external budding to give rise medusa. And these medusa are named gonophores. For means bearer. Gono means gonads. It means the medusa possesses gonads which are external. Look here. In this diagram very clear. This medusa it is cup shaped, umbrella shaped, it is saucer shaped. And this medusa is free swimming. As we know, this blastostyle gives rise these buds, and these medusa bud when become mature, then these are released in seawater. These medusa are free swimming and umbrella shaped structure. The upper surface, from this diagram very clear, this upper surface of this medusa, it is convex, it is aboral surface, or it is ex-umbellar surface. And this lower surface, this inner surface of this medusa, this inner surface is in which mouth is present. So it is oral surface or it is subumbellar surface. Dear students, the umbrella, its upper convex surface, that is aboral ex-umbellar, and the lower concave surfaces in which mouth is present, this one is oral subumbellar surface. In this oral surface, from its center, this vertical tubular structure, this vertical tube is hanging, and this vertical tubular structure is very important final exam, it is manubrium. In this lower surface, in which is concave side, in that inner side, lower side, from its center, this vertical tube is hanging. It is named manubrium, it is also named hypostome, or it is oral cone. And this oral cone possesses four-sided, squarish mouth. And this mouth leads into a cavity of manubrium, then 1, 2, 3, 4 radial canals are present. And these radial canals meet in the center in a circular canal. Dear students, medusa very important, this umbrella shaped structure which is free swimming, it possesses gonads, so it is gonophore. And due to presence of gonads, it gives rise gametes. It means this medusa undergoes sexual reproduction. That's why it is sexual zooid. The inner margins of this umbrella gives rise shelf-like ridges named, very important final exam topic, वेलम, VELUM. हमने कहा डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इनर मार्जिन्स ऑफ दिस medusa gives rise shelf-like ridges named velum, and a medusa with velum that is named crespidot. Very important competition, students. This is the diagram of Obelia, medusa of Obelia, oral view. This is side view, and this one is oral view. This is a young medusa, and young medusa, very important note down. In this young medusa 16 tentacles are present. 16 कहा बच्चों? 4 radial canals सेंटर में दिख रहे बच्चों. From this central region, this vertical tubular structure, it is manubrium, it is hypostome, oral cone. On this oral cone, this 4-sided squarish mouth is there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 radial canals, and on each radial canal 1 gonad is there. It means 4 radial canals, and each radial canal possesses 1 gonad. And bachcho, these radial canals meet in a circular canal, and the 16 tentacles present on the margins of this medusa, not down, very important. The tentacles, 4 tentacles in front of these radial canals. These are named per-radial tentacles. 4 out of 16 tentacles, 4 tentacles in front of these radial canals are named per-radial tentacles. And the tentacles which lie between these per-radial tentacles are named interradial tentacles, and the tentacles which lie between these inter and per-radial are adradial tentacles. It means, dear students, in young medusa the number of tentacles is fixed, that is 16. Out of these 16, 4 and these 4 are per-radial, and between these per-radial 1, 2, 3, 4 are interradial, and between these inter and per, these 8 number of tentacles are adradial tentacles. 4 per-radial tentacles, 4 interradial tentacles, and bachcho 8 adradial tentacles. As medusa grows, the number of tentacles also increases. So dear students, in tomorrow's lecture we will discuss physiology as well as anatomy of this medusa. Thank you.